The Assessment Institute for Foods, Drugs and Cosmetics, Indonesian Council of Ulama, LPPOM MUI presents
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. LPPOM MUI, or the Assessment Institute for Food, Drug and Cosmetic Majelis Ulama Indonesia, is the organization under the Indonesian Council of Ulama for protecting consumer, especially Muslim consumer, by doing halal certification.
Gimana sih cara memilih kosmetika ataupun shampoo ataupun makanan yang halal di mata Allah?
Kita kan nggak tahu ya bedain halal sama haram sebenarnya kalau untuk makanan kayak kue-kuean gitu. Itu untuk cara taunya gimana gitu loh.
Yang gampang banget itu saya ngeliat dari huruf halalnya.
Untuk label halal itu nomor 1 ya.
Kalau ada sertifikat halal, dia tidak ada keraguan untuk mengkonsumsinya.
Kenapa dia jadi haram? Padahal sebetulnya kan dia cuma nabati.
Bukan dari masalah harga, tapi keamanannya.
Halal yang mana, yang haram yang mana.
Halal is mean lawful under Islamic law. For food, drug and cosmetic, halal means allowed to consume or using for those kind of the product. The meaning of the halal completely is like this.
Issues on legal halal and illegal haram for Muslims are absolutely important in their lives, both in the world and hereafter. Halal and haram constitutes part of belief, creed and piety. Command to consume halal and prohibition to use haram is regulated extremely obvious in Islamic guidance. Halal and haram says in Al-Quran or Hadith as provided in letters. Al-Baqarah 168, which means, "Hi people, eat of what is on earth, lawful and good, and do not follow the footsteps of the evil one, for he is to you an avowed enemy." Al-Ma'idah 88, "Eat of the things which Allah hath provided for you, lawful and good, but fear Allah, in whom you believe. He has only forbidden to you that animals, blood, the flesh of swine, and that which has been dedicated to other than Allah. But whoever is forced by necessity, neither desiring it nor transgressing its limit, there is no sin upon him. Indeed, Allah is forgiving and merciful." Al-Baqarah 173. Prohibited to you are dead animals, blood, the flesh of swine, and that which has been dedicated to other than Allah, and those animals killed by strangling, or by a violent blow, or by a headlong fall, or by the goring of horns, and those from which a wild animal has eaten, except what you are able to slaughter before its death, and those which are sacrificed on stone altars. And prohibited is that you seek decision through divining arrows. That is grave disobedience. This day, those who disbelieve have despaired of defeating your religion. So fear them not, but fear me. This day, I have perfected for you your religion, and completed my favor upon you, and have approved for you Islam as religion. But whoever is forced by severe hunger with no inclination to sin, then indeed Allah is forgiving and merciful. Al-Ma'idah 3. Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says pertaining to these matters, anyone whomsoever living from the halal food, his religion is clear, gentle heart, and no barrier for his prayers. References on paragraph of Al-Quran and Hadith on food halal and haram is very principal for Muslims. Legality of a product becomes no main consideration of the consumers in selecting food products.
LPPOM MUI, established since 1989, we certify products which distributed in Indonesia. Here it is a glance of LPPOM MUI.
In history of legality development in Indonesia, there are some cases relating to the issues. For instance, in 1988, Bacon case developed into national issue and impacted on national economy. In order that the same case does not recur and to materialize legality of food and other products in Indonesia and realize responsibility to protect people, then Indonesian Council of Ulama established the Assessment Institute for Foods, Drugs and Cosmetics, or known as LPPOM MUI. LPPOM MUI was established on January 6, 1989. In the first year of establishment, LPPOM MUI repeatedly held seminars, discussions with experts including Sharia or Islamic canon law experts, comparison study visits, and exchanges of thoughts. This aims to prepare in determining standards of legality and procedure for inspection in accordance to science and religion norm development. On April 7, 1994, LPPOM MUI issued the first halal certificate as expected by consumers and producers. Since it was founded until today, LPPOM MUI has experienced 4 times the leadership. From 1989 to 1993, LPPOM MUI was led by Professor Dr. Insinyur H.M. Amin Aziz MSc, who was also one of the founders of LPPOM MUI, followed by Professor Dr. Hajah Aisyah Gerindra from 1993 until 2006. Dr. Insinyur H.M. Nadatuzzaman Hussein continued to leadership of LPPOM MUI from 2006 to 2009. And now, Director of LPPOM MUI is Insinyur Lukmanul Hakim MSI.
LPPOM MUI protecting the Ummah by certifying the product which consumed or used by Muslim consumer. Our mission and vision is like shown below.
In line with the present technology progress, we found many haram food ingredients used as standard, supplemental or auxiliary materials in various processed products. Halal and haram becomes obscure, mixed and shubhat or uncertain. The law is not vivid. Thus, LPPOM MUI plays a significant role to clarify the status, whether halal or haram. People who were previously afraid of determining the choice, they will get tranquility for consuming the products. Role of LPPOM MUI in line with the vision, namely, becoming a trustworthy halal certifying body in Indonesia and worldwide to provide spiritual tranquility for Muslim community, and becoming World Halal Center, which provides information, solution, and halal standard recognized by national and international community. And being materializations of 4 missions of LPPOM MUI, namely 1. to establish and develop halal standard and inspection system. 2. To halal certify foods, drugs, and cosmetics consumed by the people. 3. To educate people and be aware to only consume halal products limitedly. 4. To provide complete and comprehensive information about halalness of products from various aspects integratedly.
Certification is written fatwa from Indonesian Council of Ulama. It means that the product allowed to consume by Muslim consumer. Here it is the explanation of the certification.
Halal certificate is a written edict issued by Indonesian Council of Ulama declaring legality of any product under Islamic jurisprudence perspective and as requirement to obtain labeling permit of halal in the product packing from the competent authority. Products of food, drugs, cosmetics, and other halal certificate are made to provide certainty of legality status for a product, thereby making heart of the consumers tranquil. In order to maintain consistency of the products during validity of certificate, LPPOM MUI provides provisions for the company which submits halal certificate. It must first prepare halal assurance system. It has an obligation to officially appoint one or internal halal auditor team responsible to secure implementation of halal products. It has an obligation to sign its willingness to be suddenly inspected without prior notice made by LPPOM MUI. It makes periodical report every 6 months regarding implementation of halal assurance system.
For obtaining halal certificate, the company has to follow the procedure of certification. Step by step of procedure of certification is shown on this presentation like this.
Procedures for halal certificate are as follows. 1. Registration. Producers who intend halal certificate shall register to LPPOM MUI Secretariat. Secretariat will inquire type of products to be certified, whether processed products, restaurant, or slaughterhouse. Secretariat will explain on procedures for filling in application form or form in accordance to intended use. 2. Form checking. Registration form submitted by the company will be collected and administrative audit of halal certificate registration document will be made. 3. Data completeness audit. In the form along with data collection and documents are complete, scheduling will be continued. Based on the said data, any necessary costs for the process have been transparently estimated. The audit will be made shortly after the proof of transfer already available in accordance to the requirements. 4. Audit scheduling. No later than 5 days prior to implementation of the audit notice is submitted to the company including schedule or implementation schedule and requesting the company must be in production condition. The appointed auditor is adjusted to products to be audited. Instruction letter contains name of auditor, company to be audited, and tasks of the auditor are signed by management board. 5. Implementation of audit. Company will pick up auditor and resubmit at office of LPPOM MUI. Auditor will audit acceptable completeness. Procedures for audit and audit technique for the product shall be met. Audit finding is redocumented with product data, including addition or change of data from the audit report.